The Indiana Pacers took control of their Eastern Conference first-round series against the Milwaukee Bucks with a resounding 123-115 victory in Game 2 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The energy inside the arena was electric from the opening tip, with fans rallying behind their team as the Pacers looked to build on their momentum from Game 1. From the very start, Indiana set the tone with aggressive play on both ends of the floor, pushing the pace and forcing the Bucks to play catch-up. The Pacers' relentless energy and opportunistic offense proved too much for the Bucks, giving Indiana a commanding 2-0 series lead. Every time Milwaukee tried to mount a comeback, the Pacers responded with clutch baskets and timely defensive stops. The chemistry among Indiana's players was on full display as they moved the ball unselfishly and found open shooters all night long. Their bench also contributed valuable minutes, keeping the pressure on Milwaukee and ensuring there was no let-up in intensity. The game was particularly exciting in the third quarter when the Pacers, fueled by a barrage of three-pointers and fast break points, built a 99-87 lead heading into the final period. Tyrese Halliburton led the charge, igniting the crowd with his deep shooting and creative playmaking. The Pacers' ability to push the tempo and capitalize on transition opportunities kept the Bucks' defense on its heels. Each possession seemed to build on the last, as Indiana's confidence grew with every made shot. The Pacers' victory was a testament to their balanced scoring attack and stifling defense. Multiple players reached double figures, making it difficult for the Bucks to focus their defensive efforts on any one individual. On the other end, Indiana's defenders rotated quickly, contested shots, and communicated effectively, making life difficult for Milwaukee's top scorers. They effectively forced turnovers and dominated the boards, showcasing the kind of tenacity that can swing a playoff series. The Pacers out-hustled the Bucks for loose balls and second-chance points, demonstrating a level of determination that has become their trademark this postseason. Their rebounding advantage allowed them to control the tempo and limit Milwaukee's opportunities for easy baskets. The Bucks, despite the return of superstar Damian Lillard, struggled to find their rhythm offensively. Lillard, who had missed time with injury, showed flashes of brilliance but was often met by swarming Pacers defenders. The Bucks' supporting cast had difficulty stepping up, and their offense frequently stalled under Indiana's relentless pressure. Turnovers and missed opportunities plagued Milwaukee throughout the game. Costly mistakes in key moments prevented them from closing the gap, and frustration was evident on the faces of Bucks players as the Pacers continued to pull away. With Indiana now holding a 2-game lead, the pressure shifts squarely onto Milwaukee as the series heads back to their home court. The Pacers, meanwhile, have sent a clear message. They are a force to be reckoned with in these playoffs, and their blend of teamwork, energy, and execution has them firmly in the driver's seat. The Pacers' victory was built on a foundation of hustle and grit. They were relentless on the offensive glass and capitalized on Bucks' mistakes. By the end of the third quarter, Indiana had scored 23 points off of 15 Milwaukee turnovers. They also added 6 second-chance points off of offensive rebounds. Indiana's ability to convert turnovers into points was a key factor in their victory. Every time the Bucks coughed up the ball, the Pacers seemed to make them pay. This constant pressure forced Milwaukee into rushed shots and poor decisions, disrupting any offensive flow they tried to establish. Tyrese Halliburton was the maestro of the Pacers' offense, orchestrating the attack with poise and confidence. From the opening tip, Halliburton set the tone, controlling the tempo and making sure every possession counted. His vision on the court was on full display as he read the defense and made quick, decisive passes that kept the Bucks guessing. Whether he was pushing the pace in transition or slowing things down to run a set play, Halliburton's leadership was evident in every move he made. Not only did he facilitate the offense, but he also provided a crucial scoring punch. Halliburton attacked the rim fearlessly, finishing through contact and knocking down timely jumpers. He finished the game with an impressive 26 points and 12 assists, a testament to his ability to both score and create for his teammates. Throughout the night, he kept the Bucks' defense off balance, using his quick first step and crafty ball handling to break down defenders and find open shooters on the perimeter. His energy and creativity were infectious, lifting the entire Pacers squad. Meanwhile, on the other side, Giannis Antetokounmpo made his return to the lineup, playing through a nagging left shoulder injury. Despite not being at 100%, Giannis showed why he's considered one of the league's most dominant forces. He powered his way to 32 points and pulled down 14 rebounds, relentlessly attacking the paint and fighting for every loose ball. His physicality and determination were on full display as he battled through double teams and drew fouls to keep the Bucks within striking distance. There were moments when Giannis looked every bit the MVP, throwing down thunderous dunks and making highlight reel plays. But despite his best efforts, the burden of carrying the team proved too much. The Pacers' defense keyed in on him late in the game, forcing tough shots and limiting his impact in the closing minutes. Ultimately, Giannis couldn't carry the Bucks to victory single-handedly, though his heart and hustle were never in question. The Bucks also welcomed back Damian Lillard, who returned to the lineup after missing time with a calf injury. Lillard, known for his clutch shooting and deep range, tried to find his rhythm early, but it was clear he was still shaking off some rust. He managed to contribute 22 points, showing flashes of his trademark scoring ability with a few deep threes and aggressive drives to the basket. However, his shooting touch wasn't quite there yet as he struggled to convert on open looks. Lillard shot just 6 for 18 from the field and 3 for 10 from three-point range, numbers that reflected his ongoing adjustment after returning from injury. Several of his shots rimmed out and he was visibly frustrated at times, but he kept attacking and looking for ways to help his team. His willingness to keep shooting and stay aggressive was a positive sign for the Bucks moving forward, even if the results weren't quite what he or the team had hoped for in this game. Still, Lillard's presence on the court provided a much-needed boost to the Bucks' offense, giving them another playmaker and a threat from beyond the arc. His leadership and experience were evident as he directed teammates and tried to spark a late rally. With both Giannis and Lillard back in the lineup, the Bucks showed flashes of their potential, but on this night, it was Halliburton and the Pacers who stole the show. The Bucks, despite trailing for most of the game, showed resilience and refused to go away quietly. They made several runs to close the gap, but each time the Pacers had an answer. Indiana took a 68-60 lead into halftime, thanks in part to 13 points off of 11 Bucks turnovers. The Bucks struggled to contain the Pacers' offensive firepower. Indiana's ball movement and ability to knock down open shots kept the Bucks' defense scrambling. Milwaukee's own offense sputtered at times with turnovers and missed shots halting their momentum. The first quarter was a sign of things to come, with both teams coming out firing on all cylinders. The Pacers shot a blistering 59% from the field and a perfect 60% from three-point range in the opening period. They jumped out to a 40-30 lead, scoring 9 points off of 6 Bucks turnovers. 8 different Pacers players scored in the first quarter, really showcasing their depth and balance. Lillard, in his return to action, scored 6 points in the quarter, while Antetokounmpo led the Bucks with 8. The Bucks entered the game shorthanded, with forward Tyler Smith sidelined due to a left ankle sprain. Lillard's return was a welcome sight for Bucks fans, but, his conditioning was clearly not 100% after missing significant time. Antetokounmpo, playing with a sleeve on his left shoulder, gutted out another strong performance but was clearly hampered by the injury. The Bucks started Lillard and Taurean Prince at guard, with Kyle Kuzma and Antetokounmpo at forward and Brook Lopez at center. The Pacers, meanwhile, were without Isaiah Jackson, who was out with an Achilles injury. The game marked the first playoff game that Lillard and Antetokounmpo had played together in 2 seasons. The duo had been a force to be reckoned with during the regular season, leading all NBA duos in scoring with an average of 55.3 points per game. They were also both named to the in-season all-tournament team after leading the Bucks to the Emirates NBA Cup title in December. The Bucks, however, had struggled down the stretch of the regular season, dealing with injuries and inconsistent play. They entered the playoffs as the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference, hoping to regain their championship form from 2 seasons ago. The series now shifts to Milwaukee for Game 3 on Friday night. The Bucks, facing a 2-0 deficit, will need to find a way to win on their home court to avoid falling into a seemingly insurmountable hole. They'll need to find a way to limit their turnovers, control the boards, and, honestly, find more consistent scoring from players not named Antetokounmpo or Lillard. The Pacers, meanwhile, will look to keep the momentum rolling and steal another game on the road. They've proven they can beat the Bucks, and with a confident and balanced attack, they'll be a tough out for any team in the playoffs. The Pacers' Game 2 victory was more than just a win. It was a resounding statement to the rest of the league. With their backs against the wall and the pressure of the playoffs mounting, Indiana rose to the occasion and delivered a performance that electrified their fans and sent a clear message to their opponents. This wasn't just about winning a single game, it was about announcing their presence as a legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference and showing that they belong among the NBA's elite teams. Throughout the game, the Pacers outplayed the Bucks in nearly every facet. Their offense was fluid and dynamic, with crisp ball movement and unselfish play leading to open looks and high-percentage shots. On defense, they were relentless, contesting every shot and forcing turnovers that led to easy transition points. The level of intensity and execution they displayed was something special, something that will be difficult for any team to match, especially in the high-stakes environment of the playoffs. Every possession mattered, and the Pacers played with a sense of urgency and togetherness that set them apart. Of course, this series is far from over. The NBA playoffs are known for their unpredictability, and momentum can shift in an instant. But right now, the Pacers have seized control and put themselves in the driver's seat. With confidence and belief growing in the locker room and throughout the city, the coaching staff has done a remarkable job preparing the team, making key adjustments, and keeping everyone focused on the bigger picture. The players have bought in completely, trusting each other and playing for one another. If Indiana can continue to play with this level of confidence, energy, and discipline, there's no telling how far they can go. The chemistry on this team is undeniable, and their belief in themselves is growing with every win. The city of Indianapolis is rallying behind them, and the atmosphere in the arena is electric. With the support of their fans and the momentum they've built, the Pacers have a real chance to make a deep playoff run and perhaps even surprise the basketball world. Meanwhile, the Milwaukee Bucks find themselves in a precarious position. After dropping Game 2, they're facing a must-win Game 3 to avoid falling into a dangerous hole in the series. The pressure is mounting, and the margin for error is shrinking. The Bucks coaching staff and players know they need to regroup quickly, make adjustments, and find a way to counter the Pacers' energy and execution. Their season could be on the line, and they'll need to dig deep to keep their championship hopes alive. As the series shifts to a pivotal Game 3, all eyes will be on how both teams respond. For the Pacers, it's a chance to build on their momentum and take another step toward a potential playoff breakthrough. For the Bucks, it's do or die time, a true test of their resilience and championship pedigree.